Good afternoon, boys and girls. All right, so today we're going to talk about text features. We've been talking about it this past week. We've been learning about nonfiction text, right? Who can tell me what nonfiction text is real quick? Yes, Eli.
It's things about not. It's like information about there's different parts of nonfiction.
And what does nonfiction give us? Why do we read nonfiction? For facts. We read to get information, right? And so today we're going to talk about, last week we were talking about facts and opinions, and so we were learning about different facts and opinions. Today we're going to talk about nonfiction text features, okay? So what would happen if your dad, let's say your dad, his car broke down, right? And so he went and grabbed a book that told him how to fix the book, right? And so he's flipping through the pages and he sees no pictures, no photographs, no illustrations. Well, how's that going to help your dad when he's working on his car? What's going to happen? What's going to happen when he's working on the car? Yes, Nathan?
He's going to end up putting the parts in the wrong place.
Why?
Because he doesn't see where the parts are going in the car that would help him fix the engine.
Does he even know what the parts look like? No, because there's no pictures, right? Now, going back to what you just said, what if there were pictures but there were no labels?
He wouldn't know where to put them.
He wouldn't know which part is which, right? So text features help us. Okay, let's say that you get a brand new puppy, right? Who wants a brand new puppy for Christmas?
Me.
Right? I do too. Right? You get a brand new puppy, and so you've learned, you've watched some YouTube videos, you've learned about how to take care of a dog. This is your first dog that you're going to get. But you don't remember or you didn't learn about what to feed it. So you know everything else. Like you know how to take it a bath, you know what to do to train it to go potty, but you don't remember what to feed it. So you go to the library, you get a book, right? Do you think you have to read the whole book, even though you know a lot about the dogs? Robert?
No.
So what do you have to use then?
You have to use the table of contents and find the page that talks about the dog's needs.
Yeah, you just need that one part, right? You don't need the whole book. You just need one part because you don't remember what they eat. So you would go to the table of contents and you find the part about what they eat, right? All right, awesome. So we know that text features are important, right? They help us. They're important. They help us as readers. So that's what text features do. They basically give us extra information in a different kind of way. Whether it's in a picture, whether it's a map, whether it's bolded words, they give us extra information. All right, let's watch this video real quick.
Let's talk about nonfiction text features. Text features are the things found in nonfiction materials that help you make sense of what you're reading. These text features can also help you decide which pieces of information are the most helpful to you. Titles are usually located at the top of the page or front cover. They tell you what the book, article, or chapter is called. Some books and articles have subtitles. The subtitle gives more information about the title. The beginning of a nonfiction book or article often has a table of contents. The table of contents tells you on what page each chapter or section begins. Nonfiction materials use lots of tools to share information. Charts, graphs, and tables organize data and statistics to make it easier to read. Photographs and illustrations often have captions underneath them. Captions give more information about the picture. A diagram is a simple drawing that shows the parts of something or how it works. Diagrams have labels that tell you what each part is called. Some nonfiction materials have maps. A map shows where something is located. A timeline shows the order of when things happened. Timelines are often used with historical events. Nonfiction materials often use bold and italic letters to draw attention to important words. Bold words are made with dark, heavy lines. Words in italics are slanted. Sometimes the bold and italic words can be found in the glossary at the end of the book. The glossary is like a mini dictionary that gives definitions of the keywords found in the book. The index is usually the very last page of the book or article. It tells you on what pages you can find important information or keywords. Words in the index are listed in alphabetical order. Nonfiction text features are the things found in nonfiction materials that help you make sense of what you read.
All right. So we're going to briefly review 10 different text features. And then after that, you're already in groups, I'm going to give you a text feature, and it's going to be your job to do a scavenger hunt. Ms. Cardiel helped us by getting a bunch of different books. Now, they're not all nonfiction. Some of them are fiction books. So you have to look through the different books and decide, is this book nonfiction, and does it have the text feature that I need to look for? Okay, so let's review the different text features. So we have bold and highlighted words. Who can tell me how that helps us? What are bold and highlighted words? Yes, ma'am.
Bolded words mean they're important.
Yes, definitely.
To the reader.
Yes, they're important. The author wants the reader to know that, hey, this word is important, right? It's very important. Kind of like when we were writing and we did our pop-up words. Yes. All right. What about index? Who can tell me what an index is? Robert.
Index is what shows you different page numbers of things.
Okay, it tells you where to find things, right? So let's say that in this index, I'm looking for a cow. It would tell me to go to page 4, page 6, or page 33, right? Do I need to read the whole book to find stuff about cows?
No.
Probably not. What about table of contents? Yes.
The table of contents tells you the chapters of a certain table of information.
Okay, it tells you where the chapters are, right? Okay, like for instance, if we're talking about what to feed a dog, this would be a good place to go, right? There would probably be a chapter called Feeding Your Pet, Feeding Your Puppy. All right, glossary. What about glossary? Yes, Nathan.
A glossary is where there's a lot of words,
Uh-huh.
and if you don't know what the word means, it'll tell you what the word is.
Yeah, this glossary is like a baby dictionary, and it tells you what words mean, especially about whatever it is you're reading. So if you're reading a book on space, and there's a lot of big words about space, and you've never heard them, go to the glossary, and it'll tell you what they mean. All right, next we have photograph. Yes, sir?
Photograph, somebody took it as a real picture.
It's a real picture, and what do they use for that picture?
A camera.
A camera. It's a real picture. And why do we have photographs in a book? Why do we need photographs?
For people to see that it's a real thing.
Okay, to see the stuff, right? To see whatever the book is talking about. What about illustrations? Bella?
It's something that somebody painted or drawn,
Uh-huh.
and it shows you information.
And it shows you information. Good job. What about maps? What about maps? Kira?
It helps you find stuff where you want to find it.
Okay, where you want to, like where things are located, right? Where things are located. Like if they were talking about, there's a lot of, let's say, polar bears in Alaska, this map would show you where Alaska is, right? We know where Texas is, but this map would show us where Alaska is. Yep, Texas is right there. All right, what about labels? What about labels? Yes, Melania.
It helps you know where the parts are to know what parts it goes to.
Okay, so it tells you about all the parts, right? It tells you the name of parts. For instance, when we talk about that motor and Dad's trying to fix his car, if those parts are labeled, Dad's going to know what parts he'll start working on, right? What about captions? Last one, captions. Yes.
Captions, they tell you what the picture is, and it's like a sentence or two to tell you what the picture is.
It tells you about the picture, right? It tells you what the picture is about, and it's usually 1 or 2 sentences. Awesome. Okay, so you guys are going to be doing your scavenger hunt on your iPad. Now I'm going to show you what you're doing. So you're going to get your iPad, you're going to turn it on, right? Just like this. You're going to go to the app that's called Slides. You're going to click on Slides, and you're going to see that Mr. Mata has made a PowerPoint for us. Okay? He's made a PowerPoint. You're going to go, and I already have it labeled who has what. You're going to go to Sahara. You ready? You're going to go to the one that you're doing. So if you're doing, let's say, photograph, should you be in glossary?
No.
No, because if you start working on theirs, it's gonna mess up whatever they're doing. So I'm gonna find photograph, right? Actually, I'm gonna do one that we haven't done. I'm gonna give you an example. Heading. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my scavenger hunt. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna look in here. I'm gonna take a book. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna look for a heading. All right. Now, what happens when I find a heading? What do I need to do? What do I need to do when I find a heading? Aiden, what do I got to do when I find a heading?
Take a photograph.
I'm going to take a photograph. Yes, you're right. I'm going to take a photograph of it. So what I'm going to do is there's a button that I got to press. Who can tell me what button I got to press to take a picture? Yes.
The plus sign.
The plus sign. That plus sign is going to come up with a bunch of different options on here, okay? It's going to tell me, do I need to write a comment, text, image? Which one do I click on?
Image.
Image. I'm going to click on image, right? And then it says from photos or from the camera. Now, photos means it's what's already in here. Have I taken the picture yet?
No.
No. So what do I got to use? So I'm going to use the camera, and then the camera's going to pop up, right? And I'm going to go and I'm going to take a picture of my heading because I'm looking for a heading. So I'm going to press on it. Now on the bottom, there's two words. It says retake and use photo. What happens if I take a picture and it's blurry? Who can tell me what button I got to press? Maddox, what do I got to press?
Retake.
I got to press retake, right? And retake is going to let me retake the picture. But what happens if I like it? What if it's a good picture? What if I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's a good picture? Yes, Aiden.
Use photo.
I'm going to use that photo. All right? And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the photo and bam, it pops up. Now, does it pop up the way I want it to pop up?
No.
No, I got to fix it, right? So what happens if I got to make it smaller? If I need to make this picture smaller, what do I got to do to make this smaller? Yes, Nathan.
You take one finger and you press it down a little.
You got to remember, you got to press the blue corner, right? The blue little dot, and you just drag it down, and it makes it smaller, right? And then I just move it to the box, right? Just like that. Now, what happens if the picture comes out crooked like that? What do I got to do if the picture is crooked? Yes.
You use two fingers.
And then what do I do?
You switch it around.
You just turn it around. You use two fingers and you turn it so that it's straight, right? Okay. Now that's one part. That's the first part, taking a picture. Now, how am I going to get words on here? How am I going to get words on here? Yes, Melania. Voice to text. We're going to use voice to text. So, which box am I using to do the words? Yes.
The black square box.
The big black square box, right? I'm going to tap it twice. Then am I going to start typing?
No.
Okay, what button can I use here that's going to help me?
Speaker.
Raise your hand. Okay, so Harold, what can I use? There's a little mic button right in the bottom. You're going to press that. And then what happens as soon as I press it? Yes, Dakota. You start talking, right? Now, do we want to start recording if we're right here in the middle and everyone's talking and trying to find their text teacher? No. What would be a good idea? What would be a good suggestion to do so that you can record and it doesn't hear everyone else's conversation? Yes, Adrian B.
You could be somewhere far away where it's quiet, like over there.
Yeah, you go to the corner right over there, and then you and your partner can go and record what you need to record. Okay? All right, well, I think we're ready. Really quickly, let me just show you how it works. You press the mic, right? And, hold on real quick. Let me exit out so you can see it. All right, so there's the picture that we already have. The lion, there's the heading, right? So I'm going to use voice to text. Okay, I'm going to use the mic, and I'm going to start talking about the heading. I'm going to say it's a heading, and it has lines. Then I press the keyboard, and bam, it wrote what I needed to write, right? And now I'm ready to go. After you've done that, that is your final product, okay? We're going to have a bunch of different text features that we're all going to do together. It's kind of like a big book that we put together, right? And then afterwards, we'll share all the text features that we found. All right, are y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. All right, so I have the books over here. There are different books. What I want you to do, because I know it's going to be a big crowd coming all the way over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some books and I'm going to put them on the table in the back. So they're going to have some books here, some books over there. When you find a book, don't just stand here with the book. Because if you stand here and someone's trying to look, can they get their book?
No.
No. Find a book, take it. You can come back to the table with your partner, look through the book, and find the text features that you need to look for. Okay? If you don't find it, because not all books have all text features, then you can take it back to the cart. Okay? But don't stand there looking at the cart, because there's going to be other people who are going to want to find a book as well. All right? Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm going to start calling so that you can get your iPad.
What about the ones over here? Do we get them? No, you do not get them. Go ask the teacher then.
Okay, I have Roberts. So, well, actually, let me call you up here. Let me give you your thing. All right, Robert, come down with your buddy. Robert and Megan. Megan's not here. She had to leave. So, Robert, you're in charge of index. You will go and look through the index. There's your iPad. Remember, if you need help, raise your hand. Yes. Me and Miss Cardio are here to help. So if you need help, let us know. Captions, Aiden and Sahara. Jamie's absent. So I need Aiden and Sahara up here. All right, you guys are in charge of caption. Isabella and Maddox, you guys are in charge of illustration.
I want to get a book. I want to get this book about how you get the book.
Let's see, Jasmine.
Okay.
Jasmine and Adrian B, you guys are in charge of photographs.
These are the technology. These are not.
Kira and Kyle, you guys are in charge of locating a map for us. Dakota and Alexia, you guys are in charge of looking for bold and highlighted words.
Yep, this is fake. It has to be This is fake.
Nathan and Adrian A. Adrian A is absent. You are in charge of looking for glossary.
Okay.
Remember, guys, okay,
You can see the picture.
Melania and David, you guys are in charge of looking for labels. And Eli and Viviana, you guys are in charge of looking for a table of contents.
What about this one?
Okay, remember, use the volume 1, and then once you find your book, come to the table. Okay, remember, once you find the book, should you be doing it here? Because everyone's going to be trying to look for books. I'll have to delete it.
Please have a fact. Voted word! I found a voted word already.
Alright.
I found a voted word already.
Alright. No. What are y'all looking for? What are y'all doing? Okay, is that a caption? Remember, what did we say caption was?
Oh, I was right the end right.
Is it a one word?
There's no highlighted word short or
No.
bolded.
So this would actually be a label.
There's no
A
highlighted
caption,
words
is
or
this tell you all about the picture?
I found
No.
it.
Okay, so you gotta keep looking. That is a label.
Next
though.
time we'll be going
Not a caption. Remember, it's like a sentence or two.
It's like when we get to the boys part, when the boys has to do it.
What happened?
When we get to the boys part, we have to pick up 5 out. Make sure there's no ball to work.
I think there's no bullet.
I already found one. Or a cake. Let me find the
Did y'all find a map?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because I can see that it's the
Alright. Is that a good picture, you think? I think so. You gotta use it.
I'll give you this book. I'll give you this book. Let's go over there. I see it.
Okay, remember, it's a little louder, so you might want to go somewhere else to record.
So you can take it over there. Yeah, over here. Hi, camera.
Okay, so how do you put it in the bucket?
Put this on the other side, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Now,
Now, it's a little big.
stop.
Good.
Stop.
Yeah, stay on the corners. So that you're not turning it. Stay on the corners and make it a little smaller.
Okay.
Now you can move it a little more.
Take a picture.
You like fancy names?
Good. That's an awesome picture. All right, y'all ready for voice to text?
Go. Is it we need to put it in the Let's go.
What happened?
We're trying to take a picture. I tried to put it in there. It's this way.
Okay, so what are y'all looking for? Which one are y'all doing? Okay, did you find a bolded word you
Go.
wanted to use?
I wanted to use this. Let me try to go. That's not a bolded word.
It is. They're bolded. Let's use this one though, because this one has labels and has a bunch of things. Let's use this one. So you might want to stand up a little, like you want it straight. Is that what you want? You can have Dakota help you and hold it for you,
Aiden.
and then you can get closer,
Can we try this book?
and that way you get. Hold on. I want to get closer.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Like get closer, because you just need the bolded words. Remember? Okay.
It's a sentence.
Yes.
Can we go to voice to text?
Yes, you can go. There's some people over there ready. You can go back there. It's a little quiet over there. I'm gonna start looking at the PowerPoint and start looking at y'all's pictures. I see some great text pictures on here.
I need you to do that.
Oh my.
Illustration. Where's my illustration group?
Okay.
Bella, that picture is huge. Let's make it a little smaller.
Kira, you guys, are you ready to practice or did you do it already?
How are we doing this?
Yeah, make the picture smaller.
I don't need a quiet place.
Go somewhere in the room where you can.
Come on, Kyle. So we have a call.
We're trying to find bolded words and
I already found it.
Look at this.
Captions. Where are my captions?
Right here.
Have y'all found a caption yet?
No. I
Good. Now you gotta go to a quiet place. You haven't found a caption yet? Okay, let's look at the book that you have. Let's look at your window. Okay, what about snakes? Okay, let's look. Right here. Where's that, Audrey? Oh, what's that right there? Right underneath. What is that? Exactly. That's your caption. Guys, I'm starting to see a lot of awesome pictures for your text features. Some of you are starting the voice to text. You wrote what you needed to write? Okay.
On a lead and we'll pray. Stay there for about a
What are you now?
Did you do voice to text? Alright, boys and girls, so we found a bunch of different text features in the library, and so now I want you guys to share what you found. Alright, I want you guys to share what you found. So, this is first grade, Mr. Martha's first grade text and graphic features. This was made by you guys. You guys made this. I'm proud of you guys. So, let's go to the first one. Table of contents. If you did the table of contents, can you come up here, please? And just tell us about your picture. Come on over here next to me and just tell us a little bit about the table of contents. Tell us what you found and how it helps or what it is.
So, the table of contents helps the reader by finding different chapters of information.
Okay, so it tells you where to find, and tell us about the one you found. What book did you find it in?
This was a book of soccer.
Okay.
And we went to the very first page.
Cool. All right, awesome. Give them a round of applause, guys. All right, you guys can sit down. Next we have illustration. If you worked on illustration, please come up. All right, guys, tell us about the illustration.
The illustration is somebody who drawed something or painted something.
Okay.
And it was not real.
Okay, it's not real, and it shows us information, right? All right, tell us the one that you found. Which one's the one that you guys found on the screen? What book did you find that at? You can look at it. What book did y'all find that at?
You don't need to.
Okay, but do you know what the book was called, or what it had on top in front of it? What did it have? Had a cat. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that it was a fiction book. What's a fiction book again, guys?
It's not a real book.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Now, can fiction books have illustrations?
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely can. Most all fiction books have illustrations. So that's actually one that you can find in a fiction book. All right, give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys. All right, next, photograph. If you worked on photograph, please come up. All right, guys, tell us about the photograph you have here and how it helps us, and what it is.
Photographs help people by them seeing what it's about.
Cool. And what is a photograph?
It's a picture someone took it with
It's a real picture and someone took it using a what?
camera.
Camera. Okay, tell us about the one that you found. What picture did you find there?
He found it in the rhino's book.
Oh, and what picture is that of? That's a cool one. What is that?
The rhino.
Oh, that's like a baby rhino, right? Okay, guys, give them a round of applause. They did awesome. All right. If you did bolded or highlighted, please stand up. Tell us about what you have. What is a bolded word?
A bolded means like it's black and sometimes it's big.
Okay.
And the highlighted ones means they're important.
Okay, they are important words. And tell us about the one that you guys found here. What did y'all find there?
It's a puppy book.
A puppy book, okay? And we have, how many bolded words were on that page? 2. And if you look, the 2 bolded words were silky and coats. And guess what it's talking about? It's talking about their fur. All right, awesome. Give them a round of applause. All right, index. Come on up. All right, Robert, go ahead and tell the class about index. Oh, hold on. Let's wait till we all have a volume 0. And we are ready. Okay.
An index has page numbers of certain words and things.
Okay, so it tells you, what does it tell you then? Where you can what?
We can find page.
Where you can find these things.
Yes.
Okay, so like if I'm looking at this, what kind of book did you have first? What book did you use?
Actually, this was actually my first book I used.
What book was it?
It was a snake book.
Oh, okay, it was a snake book. So on here it says predator, prey, eat. So if I wanted to look at what they eat, what page would I go to, Robert?
Eat.
But what page is next to eat? What page is what I find what it talks about with eating? You see it?
Yep.
What is it? What page number?
You can go to 13 and 19.
Page 13 or 19. So I don't have to read the whole book if I just want to know what snakes eat. Awesome. Give them a round of applause. All right, next we have the glossary. Can I have my glossary guy come up here?
Glossary.
All right, Nathan, go ahead and tell us about the glossary.
Glossary is like there's different words, and if you don't know what the word is called, or you don't know what it means, it'll give you the
Sahara.
information about it. It'll tell you what the word means.
It definitely tells you what the word means. It's like a dictionary. So there are a lot of important words in different kinds of books. What books did you get? What book did you get here, son?
On a squirrel.
A book about what?
A squirrel.
Oh, book about squirrels. Okay. And here he had a glossary and it told us all the different words that were important about squirrels. Awesome. Give a round of applause. Thank you, son. Caption. Where's my caption? All right, guys. What is a caption?
A caption is a picture.
Okay. Is it a picture? What is it? It works with the picture, right? The picture and it, okay.
It's a sentence or two, and it talks about the picture.
Okay, so it tells us what the picture is about. It tells us it is a sentence or two. All right, and tell us what caption you found here. What picture did you use? And then we'll look at the caption. What book did y'all use? Well, I mean, look at the picture. What do y'all have there?
A picture of a snake.
Okay, so the book was probably about snakes. And there on the bottom, there's a sentence and it tells us what that picture is about. All right, give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys. Next, we have labels. Sit up, sit up. All right, go ahead and tell us about these labels. Aiden, you got to share everyone respected you, right? We got to give them the same respect. When they sat there, they listened to you. Okay, you two, go ahead and tell us about labels.
A label is something that tells you the parts of the picture.
Definitely, tells us the parts. Now, what is being labeled here in this picture that you found?
The tail and the ears and the nose.
And what is this picture of?
A dog.
It's a picture of a dog and it's labeling all the dog parts, right? All right, guys, give them a round of applause. And last but not least, my maps people. If you worked on the map.
It's Kira. Kyle. And Kyle. Kyle and Kira.
All right, you two, go ahead and tell us about maps and what you found. What book you used? All right, what is a map?
It helps you find stuff you want to find.
Okay, so what do you mean?
When you want to find something, you can look on a map and find it.
Okay, so it tells us where things are. What I want you to understand is it tells us where things are located. Right, David? Okay, now tell us what book did you use to find the map? What book did you guys use? You can look at it. What book did y'all use? Do you remember what book you used? I think it was about armadillos.
Me too.
It was about armadillos?
Yes.
And what does that map show us? What does this map show us about armadillos? It does tell us where armadillos live. Awesome. There's a little orange spot, and that spot is where they live. Yep, right there. All right, give them a round of applause. We're going to sit down. All right, so, I'll wait. Okay, so I just want to wrap up that you guys, did an awesome job creating this presentation. First graders, this is what I did with my third graders last year, and you guys did awesome using the voice to text to get the information you needed out. Awesome job. I am going to send it to your parents on Class Dojo so they can see it. Really quickly, again, text features. They help the reader out, right? They help the reader out, especially with understanding information. They help the reader out. There's all kinds of text features. There's some that we hadn't even talked about yet. But the most important ones that we learned, all of them help the reader, right? They all help the reader. All right, guys, thank you so much. You may go back to do this. In a little bit, we are.
No.